Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. Spacious skies? Yes, indeed. Enough for all 250 million plus of its bulging populace. And those very same skies are no limit, figuratively, to the most powerful nation on this and all Earths. You see, America's like some mad socio-economic experiment that escaped from the laboratory one stormy night and now prowls the world. And while it roams free, flaunting its awesome might, the rest of us global villagers must bear the torch of vigilance and keep a watchful eye. And so we shall. Welcome to Americana. America overbrims with a crazy energy, the kind of manic impulses that can inspire everything from spray-on cheese to serial murder. But when those irresistible urges are applied to the science of making a buck, well, let's just say don't get caught between an American businessman and a pile of greenbacks unless you want big clumping footprints all over your chest. Much of the cash in the country emanates from the nation's capital, here in Washington, D.C. But the American way of business isn't about big official buildings with impressive pillars or Wall Street and the stock exchange. I mean, the chance of finding someone around here who actually produces something is about as likely as waking up in the morning and finding that goldfish rule the earth. No, the American way of business is where it should be, out there, in America.
Americans do crazy things, anything to bring a dollar. They'll promote anything, they'll do anything, they'll promise you anything to make a dollar.
America is the only country to have a collective national dream. The American dream, in essence, is that you arrive with nothing, you work incredibly hard for a brief period, and then you are stinking, filthy rich and never have to work a day again for the rest of your life. As dreams go, it's not a bad one, but unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what to do with the money once you've got it.
Money is something that a person needs. If you enjoy what you're doing, money is, you're going to enjoy your money a lot more.
The American nouveau dollar millionaire seems committed only to flaunting his ability to waste more money on total rubbish than his equally dim peers. When we Brits hear an American say, "That's rich," we assume he means that is quite satisfying. In reality, when a fat, dumb, rich American says that's rich, he means shiny, new, good, me-like.
We have to be really pretty much street smart what's going on. You have to pay certain people off sometimes. That's the way it is in the United States.
American business is what I'm talking about, yeah. If a person can get into it with the right amount of money, they can get out of it exactly what they put into it.
The American dream is that a young man or woman can start with nothing and found an empire. Those that succeed and live the American dream might say it's about a sense of accomplishment or making some contribution to American life. But Mr. Ron Rice of Ormond Beach, Florida, is living the real American dream. For Ron, formerly occupied as a beach bum, the dream started to take shape when he concocted Hawaiian Tropic. His company is now the world's second largest purveyor of suntan lotion, with an annual turnover of $200 million. How did the beach bum become king of the beach? Probably a combination of dumb luck and good fortune. Regardless, Ron now leads a very different life, sponsoring race cars and beauty contests and generally having fun. He has a lifestyle that other men can only dream of and probably do on a regular basis. Tell me the Ron Rice story and the Hawaiian Tropic story.
Well, the Hawaiian Tropic story, I guess it all goes back to the mountains of North Carolina, to the old two-story log cabin where I lived a long, long time ago. And I found the beach and realized that the beach was where I wanted to live, and that's where I am today, of course, here in Daytona Beach, Florida. But I went to school at the University of Tennessee. I took enough chemistry over there to become dangerous and think that I could create a suntan lotion, which has now become Hawaiian Tropic, the second largest seller in the world.
From the most beautiful place in the world.
It's my theory that Americans have more skin than the rest of us. As a result, they get through larger quantities of skincare products. Combine that with the almost irresistible pairing of the word Hawaiian with the word tropics, and it's easy to see that for Ron, success was inevitable.
Created by one man, Ron Rice, for one reason.
Whatever that reason might be, Ron's empire began when he mixed his first batch of Hawaiian Tropic in a garbage can in his garage, 5,000 miles from Honolulu. Dumb luck? Well, maybe. But at least Ron has chosen to immortalize that bin of fate in a suitably dumb way.
This is the actual garbage can that I had no money. I bought a $4 garbage can, and here it is today, silver-plated and sitting as a memento to, I guess, the success of the company.
What is the single best thing about being at the top of an incredibly successful company in this country?
Well, whether it's this country or any country, to me, the greatest part of the success is being able to meet the achievers of the world, the super celebrities, the big stars, the people who have contributed, the people who have done something, and see how they did it and understand them, be friends with them.
Our very own Benny Hill was but one of the achievers with whom Ron mingles, sharing snatches of humour, snatches of philosophy and snatches of business advice. Luck has certainly been a lady to Ron, and so he repays the gender by employing a bevy of sun-kissed babes to stroke and polish his corporate and private image.
The ornaments on the furniture?
Yeah, there are lots of young ladies around wearing the Hawaiian Tropic top. What functions do they serve within the organisation?
Well, actually, they're former contestants from the Miss Hawaiian Tropic pageant.
The pageant, what exactly is the purpose of that? Is it just to promote the product? Or?
Yes, we work in over 45 countries around the world. We have our little problems, for instance, like in Panama with Noriega, and they messed up one of our pageant systems for a very short time.
Did he compete, or was he just...
No, we didn't let him compete. That was one of the problems down there, I'm afraid. If you think about it in advertising and publicity, all the women love to look at other women because they love to see their hairstyles, they love to see what they wear, their tans, and so on. In the men, it's obvious. You know, they always love to look at women, so that's why we use women in our ads, all our magazine ads, television, everything we do.
Tell me a little bit more about your lifestyle. Is this the only house you have here in the States?
No, I have about 14 properties here in Daytona alone, and then I have a house in Malibu in California. And I believe in keeping your possessions and especially your properties close to where you can keep a watch on them and manage them, you know, instead of having them spread all over the world.
So you have 14 here. What's that? That's one for every day of the week, then one for every day of the next week. So you have the one swimming pool here?
Well, actually, there are 4 pools. There's a cold pool down below. There's the pool outdoors and indoors that's a swim through. And then there's a pool on the outside, on the backside.
So this pool connects to this pool out here?
Yes.
Is that right? So once again, so why do you have the 4 pools? You're in one and you've got 2 guests in another one, and then...
Well, so everybody can have one to swim in, you know.
Yeah. It's a very opulent lifestyle you have, isn't it?
I don't know if you'd say that or not.
Well, I would say that. What would you call it?
I think it's just normal. It's just a natural style.
It's hardly slumming one, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Let me ask you then the big question. Okay, you got the 14 houses here in Florida. You got the 4 pools. You got the isolation tank, the 20 or 50 cars. But Ron, are you happy?
Am I happy? Sure, absolutely.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's like a vacation all the time.
I don't want to know. Not all American success stories are based on modern needs like suntan lotion. Many of the most prosperous firms have grown from a solid, traditional base, like the timeless ability to craft plastic.
Do your cupboards look like this? Things falling out of boxes and bags try to be piled up on each other. You never know where anything is. Well, Tupperware has the answer.
Earl Tupper was a man who hated dried-out food. So in the early 1950s, he invented, quote, a virtually watertight food storage system, Tupperware. It soon made him so rich that, ironically, he could just throw dry food away, except now he didn't have any. The key to Earl's success lay in the Tupperware party concept. Housewives invite friends over to learn the near-orgasmic joy of virtually watertight food storage. The best hostesses become managers, entitling them to attend frenzied corporate shindigs, some of which have become the stuff of legend.
Yes, girls, it is true. Every manager in the Tupperware world will be provided with a 1961 Ford Fairlane.
Tupperheads and tourists alike arrive at world headquarters in Kissimmee, Florida, to gape at an all-Tupperware home-like environment. This is what everyday life would be if Earl Tupper had achieved nuclear superiority and ruled the world.
When they first walk in the front door, they're greeted by one of our special tour guides, and they are invited to take a hands-on tour, we call it, so that they can come in and they can touch the product, they can see the product, they see how the different uses are used in virtually every part of the house. We have here for you our new freezer mates.
Wow.
We have 9 different sizes, and from the individual servings for the one-person home to the large ones, which hold 14 cups.
For horribly greedy people.
Yes, yes. We have a really big appetite, right? So everything's right at your fingertips. And we specially designed these, Jonathan, so that the tops come off easily, even when frozen.
And are these airtight?
Oh, absolutely. They're airtight. And look at the bottom here. These have little legs. This increases the speed with which the food freezes. When you stack them up in here, the air can circulate between, around, over. And you notice they have flat tops. So if you want to choose to take this out, you pull it out, you don't have to reorganize your whole freezer.
Very cunning. You have thought of virtually everything.
We have.
What else can you show me in the kitchen?
Okay, this is a salad bowl. Can be used with the tongs, with the individual salad bowls. But, like Tupperware, we don't stop there. We wanted to make sure that it has a lot more uses. So we have the container that goes on the side. Now you can have like chips and dip. And then you can put this on top. So if you want to make the salad ahead of time, you can keep it in the refrigerator. But flip it over, and you now have a container to be able to serve your cake in. You take this to the table, remove the top, and you've got a beautiful cake there.
You have to remember to take the salad out first, of course.
Oh, I would imagine so.
But aren't you, as a business, losing a bit of custom there by providing salad bowl, stroke dip container, stroke cake holder? Couldn't you sell 3 items instead of 1 there?
We could, but that's what makes us different from everybody else in the market.
It's virtually a charity. But Tupperware headquarters isn't just a shrine to success. It's also a respected cultural landmark. The Museum of Food Containers, which traces Tupperware's roots to Greek and Roman antiquities, inspires this fella to poetry. Ode to a Tupperware urn. What doth moveth man to swear upon a product fine and fair, and as a golden day so rare, 'tis Tupperware, Tupperware. I bless you, my liege, my Lord Earl Tupper, whenever remainders are left from my supper. Sweet scents are locked in, bad odours are out, if only mine heart had defences so stout. Some day I shall have me a home in the woods, a swanky Yank sports car parked high on a ridge, some loved ones, some more cars, and grocery goods, all sheathed in Tupperware, cupboards and fridge. Tupperware, my love. It's obviously a huge success, or you wouldn't have this building, this tour.
Oh, absolutely.
But how successful is it? Can you give me some idea of the success of the company?
Well, a Tupperware party is held every 2.7 seconds somewhere in the world.
That's frightening. If someone like myself comes here to see the exhibit and they get excited by the prospect of Tupperware, can I take any away with me?
Oh, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, I have a special gift for you. Remember we had our 1-serving freezer make container? There it is.
You're too kind.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.